Hey there, have you ever had a conversation where the other person just gets you? Like they actually listen and you walk away thinking, wow, that was refreshing. Now imagine if you could be that person for others. Turns out there's a psychological trick to making that happen. And today, I'm going to show you how it works and how you can use it to instantly improve your communication, relationships, and maybe even become everyone's favorite person. Let's get into it. So let's talk about a guy named Carl Rogers. If psychology had a Hall of Fame, he'd be in it. He figured out something that sounds obvious, but is actually pretty rare. Most people don't actually listen when others talk. And because of that, when you do listen properly, people open up, trust you more, and even think you're smarter. Basically, it's a social life cheat code. So, how do we use it? I first tried this as an experiment. I wanted to see what would happen if I really listened to people, no interrupting, no planning my next sentence while they were talking, just actually paying attention. And the results, insane. Suddenly, people were telling me things they wouldn't normally share. Conversations felt more engaging, and I realized something weird. The less I spoke, the more interesting I became. Turns out, people love talking to someone who makes them feel heard. Step 1. Stop pretending to listen. You know what I'm talking about when someone's talking and you're just nodding while thinking about what you're gonna eat later. Yeah, people feel that. Instead, do what's called being present. No, you don't need to meditate or stare intensely into their soul, just actually focus on what they're saying instead of waiting for your turn to talk. Trust me, it makes a difference. Now, here's a trick that feels kinda weird at first, but works like magic: paraphrasing. Basically, you quickly summarize what the other person said in your own words. Something like, "So you're saying that you feel stuck because your job isn't challenging enough?" Boom, they instantly feel heard, and if you get it wrong, even better. They'll correct you, which makes them feel even more understood. Next, let's talk about minimal encouragers. Sounds fancy, but it's just small ways to show you're engaged. Things like nodding occasionally, saying ahem, I see, or go on, matching their facial expressions. It's basically nonverbal proof that you're actually paying attention. And guess what? When people feel like you're interested, they keep talking, which makes conversations way easier. Alright, now for my favorite trick: emotion labeling. This is where, instead of just focusing on what someone says, you focus on how they feel. Like, sounds like that was really frustrating for you. You seem really excited about this. This works for two reasons. People struggle to describe their emotions, so when you do it for them, they feel understood. Even if you're wrong, they'll correct you, meaning they're still opening up more. Want to take this to the next level? Start remembering small details about what people say. Next time you see them, bring it up casually. Hey, last time we talked, you mentioned that big presentation, how'd it go? Boom, instant social points. This tells them you actually listen and that their words don't just go in one ear and out the other. But here's the ultimate secret: none of this works if you don't genuinely care. Dale Carnegie once said, "You can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in others than in 2 years by trying to get others interested in you." And it's true. The moment I stopped trying to sound interesting and started actually being interested, everything changed. People are fascinating, you just have to give them the space to show it. Like any skill, listening takes practice. So here are a few fun challenges to try. For one entire conversation, don't talk about yourself unless directly asked. Ask someone a why question instead of a what question to dig deeper. Next time you're talking to someone, pay attention to their body language as much as their words. These little tweaks will completely change the way you connect with people. So, quick recap: be present when people talk. Paraphrase what they say, use small cues to show you're listening. Focus on emotions, not just words. Actually care because people can tell when you don't. And that's it. If you start using these today, I promise your conversations will get deeper, your relationships will get stronger, and you'll probably be known as that one person who actually listens. which honestly is a pretty great reputation to have. If you like this, hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more social hacks coming your way. See you in the next one.